everybody, and welcome back to another one of my videos. We're down at the allotment again. Just came down to work on that area there to get all the rest of the pallets and everything out, and then opening up my polytunnel. It's just an absolute disaster in there at the moment. I'll show you that in a minute, but first what I want to do is get this bed weeded out, because I've got to see it's getting some weeds and stuff in there. So I just want to get all these out before I go and show you what's going on in that polytunnel. But it's an absolute disaster in there. If you're liking our videos, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. Thanks to all those who've been watching and supporting us throughout our journey. We've managed to hit the 2,000 subscriber mark. It's been a long while, but you know, you just persevere on and do what you're doing. So please remember, like, share and subscribe, like I said. Tell a friend to tell another friend, and if you want to leave a comment, you can leave comments in the comment section. We will get back to you on them. So we're going to carry on with this, then I'll show you what's going on in my polytunnel. It's not a pretty sight, but we've been having a lot of heat lately, and I don't know what the temperature was in there, but you can imagine what I'm saying when I show you. So I'm going to just do this, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I managed to get this one weeded up, and I've done that, the one behind it. Let my cameraman come round. And I've managed to get all the grass and everything out of this box, but I'm going to have to dig it over because it's got all the cooch grass under it. But don't know if I'm going to be planting anything. As you can see, the rhubarb leaves are starting to come now, and once they come now, they get bigger and smother the whole area, so I'm going to leave that. See, my garlics are getting fatter now. Still no scapes, but they're still putting on more leaves, but there ain't no scapes coming, so we'll just have to have a wait on those. Next time I'll come, sorry about the aeroplane noise. I came with the intentions of starting all along here, getting all these weeds out and the pallets up there, but I have to be doing something else. I'm not going into these two today. I haven't got time to do that. Right, so I've got to show you what's going on. There's nothing you can do about it. The heat that we've been having, it's 26 in there and it's only 7:45 now, and as you can see, absolutely total disaster. Everything's dried up. My pumpkins, my beans, the spinach is all right, the carrots is all right, my strawberries, my sunflowers, as you can see, they're taking off. Got some things there what's all right, but then the rest have dried up. All the things in the pots and all that have all dried up. My spinach, my pak choy is all dried up. I had a cho-cho in here, and that's what's happened to my cho-cho. Just the heat. My beetroots have suffered, those spinaches survived. My strawberries at the back, all my potatoes, they look all right, but they're gonna have need a good watering. You can see the leaves have curled over on them. These are all right in this tub. All my pumpkins, I'm gonna water them and then see what happens, and then I might have to start from scratch. All my lettuces are dried up, all those cabbages and everything just dried up. My eddos are, well, the leaves are all right, they just need watering. And then these chards, the lemongrass is all right, they love the heat. My marigolds have suffered. These are doing well because they're heat loving. So it's an absolute nightmare, but the marigolds have suffered as well. You can see that some of them have dried up as well. The strawberries have dried up, lost some plants, lost all these. You know these ain't coming back, but then you put water in them and you never know. Like all my pumpkins, everything, all my beans, everything's just, because the temperature in here up this end it's 27, the highest it's been is 69. That is a record for in here. Leaving the top open, I don't know, I might have to do that, but then you don't know when the frost meant to be a last frost date, and you know stuff is meant to be out but you can't even take that chance. You see the spinach and everything's, how much that's come back. That loves it in here. All these lettuces and all that, they love it in here. So that's how it goes sometimes. You just have to take the good with the bad. I was always saying to myself, I wonder if I'm doing everything too early. This is the fennel that's taken a hit, because I don't really water this because I wanted to empty out the bed, get some of these lettuces and that in some of them, and see what I wanted to empty out these two beds and get stuff in them, which I might gonna have to do, but I'm gonna still give these a water. The weather's meant to cool down a bit over the weekend, they said, so I'll see what comes back up. What doesn't come back up, then I have to replant, and I'm going to have to replant the pack try. I can't see much there, and I can't see much there. You can see that's well gone, and these pumpkins are well gone. But and then these ones up here are absolutely gone. The strawberries are at the back, they're gone as well, so everything's just what can you say, it's just one of them things what you have to do. Got a polycarbonate polytunnel, and as you know everything in there grows at because the heat what in there generates, everything grows exceptionally fast, and I wasn't expecting them to suffer like that, because I usually come down on a Monday and Friday, but like this is telling me now that I might have to start coming down a bit more earlier, or I'm gonna have to leave the top open, let some of the heat out. You can see I'm in here and I'm sweating like mad already. So gonna get this hose, give everything a water, and then just hope for the best. That's all you can do. That's all I can do. See the lemongrass is start to send up the side shoots now, so that's doing well. Really, truly, I want to get these potatoes out of here, but what's going to happen if the frost hits them? I'll lose all of them, and then that's that another story again, isn't it? So just one of them. Sometimes you want to laugh, you don't know whether to laugh or what, but everything's suffering. Even outside, you can see how those have folded over. The chard is doing quite well, although I've got to put this cover back on when I finish. Can see it a bit more clearly now because this was over it, but that's doing quite well. Got to harvest that next time. The potatoes out here, we just have to keep an eye on all these little weeds. This one just starting to come through. I don't know why that one's so slow. And this one up here, can't see nothing on this one, so don't know why that one's so slow. This one's just starting to come through now, but the rest have come through. Those are the main crops. The broad beans are doing okay. Let my cameraman go in a bit closer on the flowers. You can see. You can see they're flowering and doing quite well. The birds are wrecking my hanging basket, so I'm going to have to take these down and put some compost in there next time, and maybe put some flower seeds in there. But that's what I wanted to do this morning, was go along the border, start weeding out everything, get these pallets out, but you always end up making plans and then end up doing something else. But I'm going to just water and see what happens. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, I'm still watering, making sure that I give everything a good drenching. And I'm going to leave the top of the polytunnel open. The temperature in here already is 25 cc. It's gone down a bit, but I'm going to have to, all the heat, I don't think I watered these, but I don't think they'll come back, so I'm going to have to source some new seeds, and maybe have to put in some new pumpkins as well. But I'm just making sure that everything's completely drenched. So I've done all my potato buckets and my strawberries, my carrots, I've done all those, my beetroots on the side, everything. Just been an absolute disaster. Because usually when I water, I'll just water twice a week, Mondays and Fridays, and they're alright, but now I know. And I planted all these sunflowers, and looking at them, they look to me like they're going to be the tall ones. I thought some of them was the short ones, but we'll see how it goes with them. see the dragon fruit, how it's swelling up now, the heat. So I'm going to carry on doing this and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I've given everything a good water. That's all I can do for now, and take it from there. Just have to hope that everything springs. What doesn't spring back, I'm going to have to replant. I was having a feeling that, you know, sometimes you plant things in greenhouses and that, and when they get too hot, this one, it really gets hot in here. See, everything's watered now, and in here it really gets extra hot. I see these starting to kind of rise up a bit, but I don't think they're. I'll have to see what happens with them. What's the temperature? The temperature's gone down to 22 since I've left it open. These have sprung back up. These are starting to put on a bit more life, but they're still a bit limp. So you never know. You never know with plants. Sometimes they take a pounding, and then the potatoes, you can see they're starting to uncurl. So they need to go out. But when do you put things out and when do you start doing things? So what have I got to replace? I've got to replace my runner beans and that, and my lemurs and that. Might have to plant some more, redo some pumpkins as well. And now I'm asking myself the question, starting to question myself, do I leave the top open or do I close it? And I think I might have to, well, everything's got a good water in, so I might have to close it, because Saturday, Sunday and then early Monday come down and see what's going on. If everything's still like this, then I'm going to have to see what to replant and that, and then thing, all my sunflowers and everything now, should be putting them outside. And you know, you plant a lot of things and a lot of things don't come, or you get the odd one or two here and there, but you know, that's how it goes with gardening. I'm still learning, and what I've learnt this year now is next year, when I plant my potatoes, just put them in a position and just leave them outside. If the frost hits them or whatever, you see those ones have come through, so they'll come through when they're ready. Because you always get volunteer potatoes, so a lot of people saying that potatoes can't take the frost. What about the volunteer potatoes? What's you left over from last year, and you come and you see potato here, potato plant there, potato plant there. That mean that they must be able to take cold temperatures at some stage. So you know, it's one of those things what I'm still experimenting on. Or like I'll add some frozen garlic and I'll put them in a bucket and they started growing. So, you know, that's telling you something. So, I'm thinking next time I come now, we're in May now, so next time I come now I might have to think about just putting the potato buckets outside and just call it that. So that's what I have to do today. I had other plans to come and start weeding up along there, and you know, you end up coming and doing some things. I don't know. I'm just going to have to leave the plants where they are and then see what happens with them. If they spring back or they don't spring back, then you know, it's one of those things. You can always, there's still another 3-4 weeks you can still put stuff in, and hopefully it'll still come, so we'll see how it goes. So you thanks for watching. I know it's not what you want to see when you first thing in the morning, see everything shriveled up, all these just drooping over the side. No, but who knows if they'll come back up or not. And I think what it is as well, I've got so many in each pot. Like you can see how many chards I've got in here, how many lettuces I've got in there. I think that's one of my things, how many carrots. I'm not one of those person who likes to count one seed. You just put them in and let them do what they're doing. And you know, if you want to thin out later, you thin out later. If you don't, you just leave it. So we'll see what happens over the next few days. If the weather's still warm and everything, I might just put the potato buckets out, that way I can start moving things around and get whatever I want to put in these beds, I can get those in and get those growing. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell another friend. Leave your comments in the comment section. We will get back to you on them. You take care until then.